This is Dolphignition. Another L, another dollar, another crow that I avoided, another week where I avoided making a hate week because I knew we wouldn't be strong enough to beat the Seattle Seahawks. But I wouldn't be lying to you if I told you that there was one slight chance that maybe, just maybe, we could have beaten them with the difference maker being the fact that the Seahawks were coming into our house with some of their weapons on the IR list, and that we had all our strong guys out there. And in the end, it turns out that we did have our strong guys out there, and Fitzpatrick played pretty decent except for the 2 interceptions. Other than that, but the difference maker is, once again, our defense sucks. And even though I love our head coach to death, I got to be honest with you. Parts of the reason why we lost should have gone to Brian Flores, because in the first quarter of the game, there was a call against Fitzpatrick where supposedly he went over the line when he threw the pass, which he didn't. He really didn't. And I don't know why Brian Flores didn't challenge that penalty call on him. And then there was at one point, I forgot his name, but he's the guy with dreads who looks like a punk. I forgot his name. He's a good player still. And he hit a defenseless receiver. And there was no call against that. And head coach Brian Flores, you didn't make a challenge against that? Come on, man. You gotta get better with these challenges. But I'm sure, you wanted to conserve your timeouts until the end of the game. Look how effective that turned out for you. But nonetheless, see, the good thing about rooting for a not-so-great team is that losing doesn't hurt as much. It really doesn't, especially when you're going up against the Seattle Seahawks, who this season, they're really legit. And once again, now the Seattle Seahawks are now on a 10-game winning streak at times at 9 o'clock morning time zones. So I gotta give props to that. And Russell Wilson was on fire, and this loss was, as much as the fact that Brian Flores didn't challenge twice on times where he should have, the power plays and the fact that we didn't keep our eyes on Russell Wilson's wide receivers, in the fact that he's quite the dangerous statue quarterback that he is, we deserved this loss. And honestly, the better team won. And unfortunately, by the time we faced the Seahawks again, I'm sure the COVID-19 pandemic would have been long gone. And with that, we faced them at their stadium, and we all know how powerful the 12th man can be. But I'll also be hoping that a different quarterback will be starting for them, and that we'll have a powerful quarterback starting for us, and hopefully in 4 years we'll be the competitive team and not the Seahawks. But we'll see how it goes. Only time will tell. But I'm alright with this loss. And quite frankly, I'm really impressed that we only allowed the difference in margin to be only 8 points. But after the way our defense is performing, And after the way our offense did pretty good, but not good enough to the point where I can't trust them 100%, after the way Fitzpatrick threw 2 interceptions, and the fact that the 49er Empire is quite a powerful fan base. Don't count your chickens before they hatch on me making a hate week to the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, they've got Nick Bosa. He played at high school called St. Thomas Aquinas, which is like one of the most powerful high school football teams in South Florida. So, yeah. I don't know when Tua will start. In fact, I don't even know when the rest of the season is going to continue after some of the COVID pandemics. But I'll still be repping the aqua green, white, and orange. And I'll always forever cheer for my Dolphins, no matter how high the tide can be. So, yeah. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, who wouldn't predict the Seattle beating Miami after Russell Wilson, as far as the media goes and as far as the numbers and the stats since the season began goes? Who wouldn't? Who would bet against Russell Wilson? Anyways, I'm tongue-tied, and I'm honestly, don't let this pensive feeling that I have fool you guys. I'm actually really proud of the way our rushing game was, and we kind of put a little bit of, maybe a tiny bit of fear into the Seahawks, but that we were kind of gaining points with each of those kicks, but just like what the broadcast said after the game, if your star player is the kicker, you're not in for a great season. So I would say that maybe we might improve, but we're up to game 4, and our defense is still shit. So I could hope and hope and hope, but all it takes is progress for the men in the aqua green, white, and orange to really, really step up their game. But nonetheless, there's not really much to say about this game. Everyone knew Seattle would beat Miami, and I'm not confident to make a hate week to the 49er Empire, so we'll see how it goes. But I can't make a 49ers hate week after that after we pretty much proved that we were not ready for Seattle, even though we had 10 days to prepare for it. I'm not ready to. I don't think I'll be making a hate week for the San Francisco 49ers. So, I mean, A-Bomb, Iraqi Vet, and what's that other guy? FortyNineSense or Sentinel or whatever. Just have at it on me, but I'm not making a hate week. And don't worry, if my team somehow miraculously wins, which I kind of doubt, I won't make a victory lap either. That's all I have to say. Once again, congratulations to Seattle. Keep up the good work. You might take over the NFC West once again. And yeah, stay safe, everybody. COVID's real. Wear your mask.